Rotating back to B.
Right here.
Entire team.
Yeah.
Yup, sure
Fix
do.
is rotating his way.
You're gonna get him up in there.
I'm in.
Enemies have been wiped out.
What is going on, everyone? Grippin here, coming at you with some glitch gameplay, and today we're going to be talking about competitive. What happened to competitive in Rogue Company? So let's head over and check it out. So as you can see here, this is a post by the RCCS Rogue Company Championship Series, official, unofficial, whatever you want to call it, Twitter account here. And this was posted on September the 9th. And basically what they had to say is, this is an RCCS update. We've made the difficult decision to discontinue the RCCS. We greatly appreciate all of the players, viewers, and staff that have supported and participated in the RCCS this year. Thank you for everything and good luck out there, Rogues. So as you can see, the RCCS has been disbanded or discontinued as of right now. The reason I wanted to make a video on this particular topic is because the RCCS has been kind of a polarizing ordeal since it was introduced in Rogue Company, right? You had the CMG stuff happen. You had the LAN that was in cooperation with Skillshot Media. You had all this stuff going on with the competitive scene. And then someone that was kind of organizing everything after the Skillshot LAN happened decided to start blocking everybody on Twitter and removing friends and things like that. Then the next thing we know, we have the RCCS. It's happening again. And they got 2 LANs out of that before they decided to shut it down. Now, my initial predictions on broadcast was that they would finish out the 2022 year, and that would be it for Rogue Company Competitive, because the average viewer base versus the amount of money that they were wanting to give away was just absolutely ridiculous. That you cannot have a tournament where you're giving away $20,000, $18,000, plus paying all of your staff, plus flying all the competitors out and putting them up for 3 days in order to compete. You can't make that a sustainable business model whenever you are only retaining about 500 viewers on the most popular platform that you're streaming the game on. So if you take the stream viewers from Twitch and YouTube, you're averaging sometimes maybe around 800, maybe 1,000 viewers, but on average on some of the earlier days in the LAN events, you would only average about 300 to 400 viewers. That's not a good return on investment. That's not enough people. You didn't have any sponsors. You didn't have anybody contributing to this whatsoever other than Hi-Rez and whoever else put their money in willingly. Now, do I think that this is the end for Rogue Company Competitive? Absolutely not. What I think is 2 things. One of 2 things is either happening here. You either have a power play that's coming out by the aforementioned organizer that took place in CMG and eventually started organizing for the RCCS, or you're going to start seeing more grassroots tournaments pop up, like kind of like what originally happened within the game. You had the CMG stuff, and then that kind of snowballed into what RCCS. But one of those 2 things is going to happen. And to me, I realistically don't think that this power play, if that's what's happening, is actually going to work, because you can look at the viewer numbers, you can look at the player retention, you can look at the viewer retention, and you can see that, of course, it's just a money sink and you're not getting anything out of it. You're not netting any new players, you're not netting any sponsors, and orgs are just like somewhat interested in being involved in Rogue Company esports, but none of the major orgs are interested whatsoever. So you don't have that major push from like 100 Thieves or FaZe or anybody like that, even though they had a collaboration with 100 Thieves when the game was originally released into open beta. I believe it was. It might have been closed beta, but it was somewhere in that time period. But I do predict to see more grassroots tournaments come up. I do think that if someone actually sat down and took the time and the care that was needed, they could successfully grow Rogue Company Esports to where it needs to be. I think that in order to make this like something that is completely viable, you're going to have to make it fun, interesting for the viewers to watch. You also have to recognize that it's kind of a niche game, and you're going to have to use that niche game mentality in order to bring other people into the game. You're going to have to appeal to other people. You're going to have to put it out there as like, oh, if you're fans of this, this, and this, then you may be interested in what Rogue Company has to offer. There's a LAN event happening this weekend. Tune in and check it out. Also, if you want to increase like viewers whenever you're doing these LAN events, you have to have communication in order to get people into it. A lot of people don't know LAN events are happening. A lot of people don't care that LAN events are happening. But if you give them some type of a reason to show up, like, I don't know, having Twitch drops that actually work, and then whenever you watch so much and you calculate up how long these LAN events are going to last, you calculate that up and give out specific things for watching as much of that LAN event as they possibly can, then you've got people coming in there for really, really cool stuff. Like, this would have been a perfect collaboration between a winning team in the RCCS and also like skins for specific rogues in the game. For example, if you have Team Blackhand that won in the last RCCS, then why didn't they say like, okay, if you watch, then you're going to get a place marker, and then we're going to develop these Blackhand skins for these specific rogues, like these 4 rogues. And then whenever the tournament's over, if they win, you get these 4 rogues. Or if Ariel Arise team wins, then you get these 4 skins for these 4 rogues, things like that. They could have done a lot more than they did. I kind of have to attribute that to the person that was actually running the show and setting everything up, because like the more work that you put in on Rogue Company and not like any other game out there, the better that can be. And then you also have to kind of point fingers a little bit at the developers, because the spectator sucks when it works. There were several qualifiers that you couldn't even watch on the Rogue Company page and there was no casters or anything, because there was a spectator bug. It just wasn't working. There's 2 sides of this that screwed up, and both sides screwed up as equally as possible, in my opinion. They could have went in there, they could have done something really special and really unique, but they just kind of used it as like this hopeful marketing, this hopeful cash grab, and it didn't work out for anybody, and now it's no longer a thing. But be sure to let me know what you think in the comments down below. Do you think that the RCCS or a competitive side of Rogue Company will ever come back? And if so, would you be interested in checking it out? Or would you be interested in competing? Be sure to let me know what you think in the comments. Also, be sure to check the description for links to Facebook, Discord, and Twitter. Those are the places to contact me. And if you haven't already, please be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. If you've already subscribed to the channel, then consider hitting that join button to become one of the 256 crew members. Lastly, on Thursdays from 8 until 11 p.m. Central Time, Sundays from 10 a.m. until we get tired, I will be streaming here on YouTube. So if you're interested and available, please feel free to stop by and say hello there. And I am doing a giveaway, so the link is in the description below. Be sure to check that out. Enter to win whatever I'm giving away at this particular moment. Thanks for watching, guys.
I'm like hitching really bad. I barely saw that kid.
I hear her right here.
Ooh, dude,
Got you and me.
that's what I was doing.
What? Yeah, it's
Like,
that gun.
I started, dude. I was hitching really hard that last little bit too. Like those last 2 kills, that like, I don't know. It gets weird sometimes.
That fucking was it Talon? He just full sended in there. Ooh,
He did,
get
yeah.
that close. Coming over lies. Keep your hands to yourself, Talon.
She was wanting me real bad, and I was about to give in. When she started talking about true love, started talking about sin, and I said, honey, I'll live with you for the rest of my life. My honey, my baby. Don't put my love on no shelf. She said, don't have me no lie. Give your hand your hell.